An old New Orleans art form is winning over new audiences on the international stage. Jeffrey Brown visited one of the Crescent City's music royalty recently to discuss his latest album and why training the next generation is so essential.
This Troy Andrews, better known as Trombone Shorty, told me is how he grew up in New Orleans, with music all around. We'd driven to his Tremaine neighborhood, he pulled out his horn, others joined in, and suddenly it was just like old times. An impromptu second-line parade. A quintessential New Orleans art form in which a band marches while onlookers join in.
You pull over. That's my cousin. That's my cousin.
But this
Peanut.
is what you were telling me about when you were a kid. You
That's
just
right.
run into people.
That's right. We just run in
And everybody's a musician.
Everybody's a musician, yeah. Even though some of the people that I grew up under doesn't live here anymore, there's something about this neighborhood that we can't let go. These people come over here and hang out because it's that much embedded in their soul and heart that they have to be here. It's a special place, magical.
He was a shorty when he first played on these streets at age 4, with a trombone larger than he was, and the name stuck. Andrews was born into a musical family. His grandfather was singer-songwriter Jesse Hill. He led his first band at age 8 and was a touring musician by 10. He played with Bo Diddley and got a New Orleans-style education with a variety of local greats, including Wynton Marsalis and the Neville Brothers.
In my neighborhood, it was music 24/7, so I just wanted to be like the people that I saw that took me and put me on their sides in some of those pictures and videos as a kid. You can see that I just really literally looked up to them, and they would play things to me and I'll try to play it back, and they still do it still to today.
What was the most important thing that you learned from older musicians?
The older musicians always wanted to make sure I understood where everything started before I can be good at or understand where I needed to be later on in life. So they told me to respect the music that came before and make sure that I pay attention. But the most important thing they all drilled in my head was to be open-minded and to learn all styles of music.
Years later, at the ripe old age of 31, with a Grammy and an international following, Andrews is a performer who's absorbed different styles by playing with a variety of musicians, including rock stars like the Foo Fighters. His new album with his band Orleans Avenue is called Parking Lot Symphony. He plays trombone, of course, but also trumpet and sings, producing a sound he calls super funk rock.
It's basically a high energy funk music. It's basically a big Mardi Gras party wherever we go. So a lot of rock, a lot of soul, hip hop, jazz is in there. It's just a big collective of New Orleans music.
Andrews told me he thinks of himself as a kind of rock guitar trombonist. But back at his rehearsal and recording studio, he got down to basics, beginning with how hard the instrument is to play.
So playing something fast like that on the show, if you're not really accurate, it'd be like, you know, it'd be like that if
you're
you don't.
Missing the note.
You have to use your tongue too, because there's no valves. You can't hit it. But then there's like some growling things that I try to imitate off a guitar. And also here, there's a thing that we call tailgating. That's just outlining the melody without playing it with the actual trumpet player.
Playing around the melody.
Yes, for instance, we'll do When the Saints Go Marching In.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, the melody will be like, then the trombone will say,
These days, Troy Andrews is one of this city's leading musical ambassadors. given the honor of closing the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, known as Jazz Fest. And he takes the role of educator very seriously as well, through his now 6-year-old Trombone Shorty Foundation and its musical academy. It's an after-school, after-band practice gathering for high school musicians from all over the city. A chance to meet new friends and learn from older professional players. Andrews, constantly on the road touring, stops in whenever he's in town. Asia Muhaymin, a high school band director by day, oversees instruction at the academy.
They come in already able to play, but I think it's that connection, that camaraderie, the learning from those professional musicians that they don't get in schools. See, most music teachers, we're not out in the street performing and we're not flying all over the world, but being able to work with a trombone shorty, the gentlemen from different the brass bands is just something just totally different from what they're used to.
17-year-old clarinetist Whitney Winford is in her 3rd year at the academy.
It's amazing to know that I'm somewhere close with someone that's far out there and where I want to be, and him being there can help me get myself out there, and he also gives me the confidence that I could be him.
That's where you want to be, where he is?
Yes, I want to be where he is.
Christopher Plummer, also 17, spoke about the power of mentorship.
A mentor doesn't tell you what to do and how to go about it. They guide you mostly. They lead by example. They show me step by step of what makes them great and successful.
Back in Treme, Troy Andrews' Aunt Deborah waved us over to see how he looked as a teen playing with the Rebirth Brass Band, and showed us an old cracked photo that had survived Katrina.
That's my mom right there.
I'm just wondering if a young kid could grow up now, like you did, and be surrounded by that community of musicians.
I may be the last person in the Treme to grow up like that, but there are kids out there that's getting the culture and starting to be friends with some of the musicians, and they just take them in and teach them. What I wanted to do is just give the kids an opportunity, and if I can affect them in any type of positive way to keep the music alive, or like I always tell them, I'm not expecting you to keep a certain style of music alive, but just to learn what we do here, and then you can be creative and take it to the next part.
For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Jeffrey Brown in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You can find more of our conversation and Trombone Shorty's performance on our website.